Hello everyone, thanks for joining us. We're glad to have you again. The Petroleum Industry Bill in its freshest form will soon be on its way to the National Assembly, and going by the cultivated and highly cherished relationship between the industry and the legislature, it should receive prompt deliberations. That's what the Honorable Minister of State Petroleum told the Nigerian Association of Petroleum Explorationists, and by extension, the rest of us. And it's very cheering news. Akwa Ibom State is to benefit from an oil and gas logistics facility to be established in the state, leveraging on the peaceful environment in the state, but the long-term benefits will touch our lives in many positive ways. NNPC is committed to ensuring that the Port Harcourt Refinery Rehabilitation Project has been assured of NNPC's board support, plus the global energy landscape and repositioning for industry sustainability was the preoccupation of the NEITS 2020 talk shop, and GMD Military has charged the Society of Petroleum Engineers and all stakeholders find the charge in the details. We're also tracking the NNPC's crude oil and gas export receipt, and that of June 2020 is ready and reporting very exciting numbers. That's the outlook, plus all our regular segments. All the details shortly. I'm Akin Agbejule. This is Oil and Gas Forum.
We're feeling positive impact of the present crop of board and management of oil and gas in this country in terms of accountability and transparency in financial reporting.
Let's take responsibility to stop the spread of the virus. Wash your hands frequently with soap under running water for about 20 seconds. Or use a hand sanitizer where water and soap are not available. Cough or sneeze into a tissue and dispose properly. Or cough or sneeze into your elbow.
Avoid large gatherings. Keep physical contact to no less than 2 meters and wear a mask whenever you are in a public space.
Clean all surfaces frequently with disinfectant. And if you develop symptoms like frequent cough, sneezing, fever, or shortage of breath, call your state emergency number or NCDC's toll-free number on 0800 97 00 0010. Take responsibility. Do it for yourself and the rest of us. This message is brought to you by the NCDC and funded by the NNPC IPPG team, an association of indigenous oil and gas producing companies.
The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Chief Timi Presilva, has said that the proposed petroleum legislation will be presented to the National Assembly in the next few weeks. Chief Silva spoke during a webinar organized by the Nigerian Association of Petroleum Explorationists, NAPI, with the theme Fiscal Regime Design, Government Revenues and Investors' Interest in Nigeria Oil and Gas Sector. He said the executive arm would be requesting the lawmakers to specially reconvene to receive and begin deliberations on the bill.
The proposed PIB framework shall be based on core principles of clarity, dynamism, neutrality, open access, and fiscal rules of general application. At the same time, investments in new acreages will be encouraged with attractive competitive terms in order to achieve economic growth.
Chief Silva said that the host communities would be adequately covered to foster sustainable prosperity within the communities and provide direct social and economic benefits from petroleum operations to the host communities.
Host communities will be adequately covered to foster sustainable prosperity within the communities, provide direct social and economic benefits from petroleum operations to the host communities.
For the Nigerian petroleum industry to move forward in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation NNPC Group Managing Director Malam Mele Kyari has urged the industry stakeholders to evolve innovative ways to reposition the sector for sustainability. The NNPC GMD, speaking at the opening ceremony of the just concluded Society of Petroleum Engineers SPE Nigeria Energy Industry Transformation Summit NEITS 2020, said industry players needed to train their eyes on a strategy that focuses on people, partnerships, profit, and posterity.
Key thing is for us as a country is to focus on gas as we transit into the future. And then, of course, it's a cleaner fuel. It has a long-term value that we can see. It's more sustainable than the liquids, as we also progress more into the petchem sector. All this combination of all this is value for the industry. For our business in the oil and gas industry, we know that this is the sustainability that we desire.
Another key to reposition the industry for sustainability, according to the GMD, is for industry players to always act and take decisions with posterity in mind. In his remarks, the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Chief Timi Pre-Silva, said the proposed petroleum industry bill will ensure that the abundant natural gas resources is used to promote national development.
The Ministry of Petroleum Resources wishes to ensure that we convert the massive amount of gas being flared at the moment to energy for Nigerians at affordable rates. Therefore, a significant network of additional gas pipelines is a priority. The flag off of the construction of the AKK pipeline is the first important step in this direction. The development of an optimal framework for electricity generation based on natural gas will create a strong basis for providing electricity to all Nigerians.
Delivering the keynote address, the President SPE International, Shona Nornan, clarified that the concept of energy transition was not to wipe out fossil fuel, but rather an aspiration for cleaner energy.
The changing energy landscape is not about the elimination of certain energy sources. It's about the blend of them to come at the best clean energy collaboration. It's about developing and sharing technology and innovations across all forms of energy.
Earlier in his welcome remark, the chairman SPE Nigeria Council, Mr. Joseph Wakwe, said the society was ready to offer professional services and work with all stakeholders to move the industry forward.
The impact of all these pressures and how our industry addresses and resolves them are fundamental to its survival and sustainability, such that enhanced energy access and availability is central to human well-being and a country's economic growth and development.
The federal government has approved the establishment of an oil and gas logistics facility in Akwa Ibom State. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Chief Timi Pre-Silva, who made this known in Uyo, assured that work would soon commence at the site of the project. Chief Silva noted that the decision to establish the facility in Akwa Ibom was strongly influenced by the prevailing peace and security of lives and property in this state.
The NNPC and Ministry of Petroleum and the people and government of Akwa Ibom State can cooperate and develop Uyo and develop Akwa Ibom and develop our dear country.
On his part, Governor Udom Gabriel Emmanuel expressed appreciation for the planned NNPC Oil and Gas Logistics Center for the state.
If you look at where we are located in the Gulf of Guinea, if you also look at where we are located across into the Latin America, this can actually be the strategic logistics center of Nigeria.
The Honorable Minister of State Petroleum Resources and alternate chairman of the NNPC board, Chief Timi Pre-Silva, says the board of the corporation would provide all needed support to enable the management of the National Oil Company achieve a successful rehabilitation of the Port Harcourt refinery. Chief Silva made this known during a courtesy visit by members of the NNPC board on the Rivers State Governor Barrister Nyesom Wike at Government House, Port Harcourt.
In Port Harcourt, we have
2 refineries, which means this is going to be a major center of refining in Nigeria.
Responding, Governor Wike commended the minister for the visit, noting that the people of Rivers State would always continue to support the corporation and provide the enabling environment for the smooth operation of oil and gas activities in the country.
Let me, on behalf of the government and people of the state, most sincerely thank you for this courtesy call to tell us that you're in the state to visit the Port Harcourt refinery.
Members of the NNPC board were in Rivers State on facility tour of the Port Harcourt refinery complex, which comprehensive rehabilitation process has commenced.
The Group Managing Director of the Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Malam Mele Kyari, has once again called on oil and gas industry stakeholders to evolve new strategies to mitigate the impact of the COVID-19 on the petroleum industry. Kyari made this call at the 2020 Triennial Delegates Conference of the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Pengasan, in Abuja, said the corporation has been able to weather the storm thus far by activating its Business Continuity Plan, BCB, which helped to ensure uninterrupted operations and service delivery throughout the crisis. Speaking on the theme, the future of work post-pandemic and energy transition, the GMD said the adoption of the BCP has yielded enormous benefits